Cobras TV. I'm Yanni Butzafides. To my right, Vela.
Hi all.
And now we're going to cross over to Tommy Gunn, the man at the whiteboard with the latest news updates. Over here, Tommy.
Boys, Cobras TV has learnt this afternoon that Yoss's hamstring injury has not come up, and it is likely that Yoss will be out for the rest of the season. Yet to have this confirmed, however, sources tell me that that's what's going to be announced tomorrow training. In other news, Cobras TV has also learnt that there will be no transfers to the Cobras team by transfer window ending tomorrow night at midnight, which is unfortunate. They need a few signings. And also, bit out of left field, Cobras TV has learnt there is talk of a tribute match for Jimmy V, stalwart of the club. As of course you may be aware that he did his knee and has been out for the whole year. Sources have revealed to me, they won't go on the record, there's talk of a tribute match for the final game of the year. They may bring him on as a sub. Also thinking about putting him in the back of a car, doing a lap of Victory Park. There's some of the options that have been raised. So it's back to you boys at the bench.
Thanks for that, Tommy. That's some riveting stuff, some really interesting news. Let's move on, and actually let's not move on. Let's talk a little bit more about Yoss's hammy. We caught up with the coach last night, and I believe we've got some audio, an exclusive interview that was held between myself, our Asian correspondent, Long Fat Cock, and our Chief Financial Officer, Peter Piri Piri Sauce. I don't think Yoss is going to be back. The signs don't look good. He struggled to get up the hill, and it's not a great hill. Chances are we won't see him again this season. Is that going to impact the rest of the?
I think it's. Have you found out, Tommy, what grade strain the hammy is, or you're just waiting for Larkins to contact you?
Sources close to Yossa have disclosed to me the fact that he's preparing for retirement. That
good.
The injury is a sufficient enough injury to mean that he's out for the year, and one would assume from that, will he play next year?
Well, if Yossa does decide to pull the pin, does the Jimmy V tribute match take a back seat, and
you might have to.
Possibly the game gets moved to Bob James Stadium for a Yossa tribute
stomping
match.
Ground of Yossa.
Yeah.
Listen, if Yossa is going to be missing, and you'd probably think he would at least a minimum of 2 weeks, I think it's going to be shut up shop. I don't think we're going to do much. The Cobras, we may just finish mid-table.
No, well, it's
have a bit of faith in Yossa. I mean,
there's 11 games left, and he's 42 years old. This is his second week back in the thirds. So he's not even in the seconds yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be coaching the seniors, but he may as well be running around in the park next door to his mansion in Willie.
I know. So I guess, Tommy, you're going to keep us up to date every week, I guess. It's not looking good though. Yossa has done his hamstring. It is an exclusive, thanks to Tommy. It's not looking too good.
We've also got a little bit more news on the transfer. I know Tommy mentioned that there's no likely transfers happening to or out of the Cobras before tomorrow's midnight deadline. But Cobras TV has put a push out for David Dainty. The Bayside Argonaut, the pie eater himself. We're trying to get him on board. Special K's still in the homeland, and we believe that Balkos has resurfaced for the first time in months. Balkos has been seen.
I know.
And here's a chance to pull out the checkbook in the next 24 hours.
Well, listen, I'm hoping. We are missing that X factor. We are missing a goal striker that can basically score week in, week out. Bayside are second last, and Dainty is still scoring goals.
That's right.
If you can't, if you're playing in a team that's quite weak to what it's been in the last couple of years, and you're still scoring goals, and you are the league's best and fairest. I mean, Balkos, I'm going for. You know what? Balkos hasn't resurfaced. I'm going for you, Johnny T. Johnny T, you need to do something. You need to speak to those board members. You need to speak to the committee. We've got 1 day to go.
Well, Cobras TV have been pushing Johnny T for.
We have. Yep.
And we're yet to be successful, but we'll continue to push in the next 24 hours because this is a deal that could possibly turn around our season.
I think so.
Since the midway point of the year, things have been going well. We haven't dropped a point.
We haven't.
Last week was a pretty positive result, 1-1 with Seaford, and look, for the last 30 minutes of the game, Seaford were definitely the better side, so 1-1 was a good result.
It was.
But David Dainty, if you're watching, and you should be because we know you're a fan.
That's right.
Give us a call, email us, What's the email address, Jim?
It's CobrasTV1HD@gmail.com. Even find us on Facebook. Contact
we've
us.
tried to find you when we can't.
have. Yanni's
So,
been onto it.
You give us a call and we'll make things happen.
Mm.
Little Georgie Anthonoulis, we've had a bit of a word to him this morning as well.
Mm.
So the feelers are out, and the Cobras are definitely looking for a dainty type player to, I guess, bring that forward formation together. And
I guess we'll go to some messages, and we'll be back in about a minute or so. So we'll see you then.
Corey, Corey, Corey,
As I shampoo my hair, I really love new decor. I love the feeling, nothing can beat it. Oh, now, yes, I really love it. So does the family. Come on, new decor. See, yeah. New decor, the family shampoo.
Thanks to our sponsors. Great shampoo.
Decorate.
Recommended by Steve Ossipides.
and Greeks everywhere.
And Greeks everywhere.
They would know a bit about hair.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Now, last week against Seaford, a 1-1 draw. Can you say another blown opportunity for the Cobras to secure the 3 points?
What do you think, Yanni, before we go into the game?
I mean, I don't want to give too much away from the interview from Yossi because we'll hear that later. But I think 1-1 was probably a good result. I mean, early on when we did our mid-season review, we looked at the first 5 games of the season, expected to get 3 wins and look for a draw or a win against Seaford and then build on that going into Sandringham, which is this week. So,
That's right.
so far so good. We've had 2 wins, we've had 1 game rained out, and we've got the draw on the weekend away to Seaford, who were top of the table.
That's right.
They have slipped up a bit in the last couple of weeks, so
That's right.
they're doing a little bit of their 2012 form.
Exactly.
But I think 1-1 was probably a fair result, and it was probably a good result for
I think so as well. We started off quite well, actually. We got onto the to the lead. We got in front. Johnny up front. Johnny T, well done, scoring.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So a very nice goal, taken very well. And basically, it was at a very high intensity. Second and third efforts, what we asked for last week, the boys, the majority of the game produced that. As I said, very high intensity. It was going back and forth that first half. Seaford did create chances. We were quite dominant with players of Cody and Costa and Jesse and Andrea on the left and Maddie on the right.
How did our boy Wu go?
Wu, he played at the back. Yep, he was back, and he actually did really well. Solid. So Yossa, I think, has found someone really at the back there. So Jason Wu, he did quite well. So going into half time, it was 1-0 to the Cobras. So thinking very positive. As I said, Seaford did have a few chances. Coming out second half, Surfer Boy Arthur, he got concussed, knocked out basically, really. So the ambulance had to come. And things changed a little bit there. Jesse had to come back into the defence. And really, Seaford just really took over the second half. They should have been maybe 2 or 3 in front. They scored 1 goal, and it was literally just press by Seaford. Our defence, though, did hold up, and that was with the assistance of our midfielders too. So,
do you think the defenders have been listening to
mate, I think so. Because we
we
were going to name names, weren't we, Tommy? We were looking to name names. But
can you take it to the whiteboard and show us how the defence has changed?
Listen, we'll do that. I'll just finish off at the back. Arthur, Dragon, Jason, and who else? As I said, Arthur, Dragon, Jason, and Jesse second half did quite well. 1-1 is a fair result. We could have lost away from home, but we did quite well. So I think overall Yossa would be happy. Obviously, being in a situation where we're 23 points, Seaford is 31, which is second, in order for us to get into the playoff. We've got 1 game in hand. So we will take the 1-1. However, the position where we're at...
We do play every team bar Seaford again.
That's right.
So there's points to be taken from those teams above us.
Exactly.
You got that game in hand against South Yarra.
Exactly.
And they're currently sitting 5 points ahead of us.
Exactly.
We can take the points out of that game, and
that's
draw
right.
one, we can Middle Park. That's going to be a tough game.
It is.
But this weekend, Sandringham's going to be a tough week. It's a home game down at Victory Park, the Snake Pit. And look, Sandringham are sitting on top of the ladder and definitely the strongest team defensively. Still only conceded 8 goals for the year. So I think this week it's going to need much more of that defensive effort that we had last week, where we were able to restrict Seaford, who are a free-flowing team, to the 1 goal. And we're definitely going to need to take our opportunities this week because Sandringham do not give up many goals and they certainly don't give many opportunities.
And I know you were saying this as well, Tommy, last week, that Scotty needed to, I guess, organise the backline. And it actually showed as well from what you said last week too. So I'm pretty sure Scotty heard what Tommy was saying as well. What do you think, Tommy? What do you think we need to really concentrate this week?
Look, I'm excited. I'm excited about the Cobras. I think
Why is
things
that?
are happening. I just get a
Are
vibe
you
down
excited
there.
that Special K's not there? I know I'm excited about it.
I'm not too excited.
You
You
know?
know?
It's been probably the best 4 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
We haven't dropped a point.
Yes.
Special K, rumour has dropped a few pills, but
Yep.
he's having the time of his life over there, and the Cobras are flying. So
I know.
I think Special K, as I've said before, needs to stay over there.
Yep.
Whilst Balcos has resurfaced, we need to take advantage of that, get the checkbook out.
Yep, that's right.
And this week,
Big game.
I think positions
game.
are on the line this week. If we don't get the results that we need, then questions are going to be asked of the back 4.
Of the back 4?
Yeah, and up front as well. I mean, come on, let's not sugarcoat it. The
Yep.
strikers, you know, Johnny T's been out of the game for a year. He comes back and scores a goal. What are the other guys doing?
Yeah, I know. He scored, I think, a hat trick in the thirds. So he might come on like a sub last 10 minutes and create a bit of an impact. I don't know.
Is he coming back for a knee reconstruction?
He is, yes. Less than 12 months.
Jim,
Well done, Johnny.
what happened to Vela? He did a knee. Now,
My manager's in discussions, and
the guy comes back from a knee and gets a hat trick. I think Vela's
Vela's-
warming his seat with his ass.
did you really do a knee? I don't
I
think
think
so.
Vela's return is still pending a legal investigation that is yet to be finalised, and once that is finalised, he can start putting all his focus towards a return. So,
Yeah.
I don't want to write him off yet.
No.
And as Tommy mentioned earlier, there is the Jimmy V tribute game. You can go to jimmyv.org. It won't be this guy, it'll be Jim Valvano, but there is a jimmyv.org.
Is
so
there?
check that out.
Listen, I'm going to put the spotlight on the strikers this week. We can't sugarcoat it anymore. Yes, we have been conceding goals, and we've pointed it out, and we've said we are going to name names. The defence held. For me, it was the strikers this week that I'm really wanting for them to really place pressure in the right areas and make the correct decisions. I'm really wanting Johnny T to continue what he ran out of legs the last, I don't know, 15 or so. Maybe Stevie T could have came on, who knows. I'm really waiting and wanting to see something from Danny up front. He's a big boy, and he can't continue to stay in the midfield and to hold the ball up there.
He's got a
Danny,
recent size
he
arse
is,
too.
yeah, he
needs to
does.
use that.
He needs, and I know Yoss has been saying it to him as well and screaming
Yoss is
it
another
out.
one with a
Yes,
recent size
yeah.
arse.
I'd rather see Danny up on the last man and holding the ball up there like a Viduka-esque type thing, and then just letting the wingers like your Andrea, Maddie, Johnny T, play the ball to Danny up front though. So the spotlight is going to be on the strikers this week, and not to do the silly runs and to place pressure on certain areas which we really don't want. It's going to be making those correct decisions as to when to hold up and where to run to. So that's going to be the spotlight for me this week, to tell the truth.
I think the Cobras this season, their best form during a game is when the strikers have held off and timed their runs.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, more often than not, you see them getting too far forward, and they're finding themselves in that almost that first quarter of the, you know, sort of the 18-yard box.
Yeah, that's
By the
right.
time you get there, and all the defenders had a time to get back and hold the box, you're not getting any free headers in the box. I haven't seen many of them.
Yeah.
And I think yes, definitely, I agree with Vela that the strikers this week. The heat is on, the light is on, the lamp is on, we're turning it up, and we expect to see the strikers do their bit this week, and I want to predict the Cobras win.
What are you thinking?
It's a home game.
Home game. Tommy, you hold that thought. Tommy, what do you think? Are we going to win, lose, draw?
3-0 loss.
3-0 loss?
Just flat out pasting.
Pasting,
Not
really?
even a chance.
Not even a chance.
That's if the game goes ahead.
Mate,
I'm hearing reports the weather's not looking too good.
Not good.
This Saturday.
Well, Victory Park's held up quite well also.
It has, actually.
So,
So 3-0 loss.
we haven't had that
Yep.
debacle of last year where there was the mud pit up the club room end.
Yep.
I
What are you thinking, Johnny?
I think if the Cobras can get through the first half an hour without conceding, then the pressure's going to mount on Sandringham. Because they're the team that's got everything to lose. So they're looking at us sitting 5th on the table.
Yep.
They're on top. They're a game clear, and they might be a little bit relaxed seeing the result last week against Seaford, thinking, okay, we're a game clear now.
Yeah.
If we can get through the first half an hour without conceding a goal, I'm gonna put it out there that it's going to be a 1-0 victory to the Cobras. And I've also spoken to Bet365.
Oh, okay.
And
he's got a huge account down there.
This week's
There you go.
special is the under 2.5 goals for the Cobras Sandringham game. You're only going to get $1.67, but sell your house, sell your kids, sell your wives. Just put it on there because I don't see many goals coming this week. I think we'll see 1, possibly 2.
Possibly 2. I'm thinking we're going to win as well. I'm thinking 2-0. I think the strikers are going to do something for us special. I'm waiting for something special. So
we do need something special.
2-0.
I tell you what, we don't need is special. Is Special K.
We don't need special. Stay in Bulgaria.
Stay there. Stay there. Stay on the beaches, sipping your pina coladas.
Johnny T, get the checkbook out. We need it. Come on. Antonulis, do something. All right, we'll go to a commercial and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. We are now going to go to a favourite segment of the viewers. Good soup, bad soup. Hasn't been seen for a while, but I believe, Tommy, you've got something for us.
Good Sue, bad Sue. Cobras Football Club will move from Victory Park next year.
Ooh.
The grass is green on the other side, Sue.
I know they were looking. I know Special K and Johnny T. I know Johnny T's a big power breaker these days. Earlier on in the year, we're talking about something maybe down Burren Road, down Caulfield, the ex-South Melbourne Juniors space. So that's a good serve there. I think, you know what, if we want to expand, I know we've got a huge following of juniors playing there at the moment. So the money's there, Special K.
I'm going to call it
Johnny.
And not really in your own suburb, Sue. We're the Caulfield Cobras and we're playing at Patterson.
Is that a suburb
Patterson
or a
Road.
street?
Well, Patterson Road,
Well,
Bentley. It's
Patterson
Bentley.
train
Yeah,
station.
it's close to Patterson. Yeah, I know.
It's the ghetto of the Moraine through the Caulfield area.
Oh.
I hope none of our viewers live in Patterson. If they do, that was directive from Bella. You know where he lives. He's
Close.
local.
Close.
I think that if the Cobras do want to, especially this year, if they do get in a position for promotion and they're going to be playing in a high facilities, the toilets have been out of action for how long?
They've got new toilets there now.
Yeah, we've got
actually.
an outsourced toilet place.
We're talking about toilets.
External.
External toilets that the council charges $80,000 a year
About that actually.
to maintain, and you have to listen to like cheap 70s porn music.
And we
while you're
thank City of Glenora as well.
We do. We appreciate their support. However, we would have preferred if that $80,000 had gone towards any players. We know Special K's got at least 80 sitting in the bank.
All right, let's put it out there. Good serve, bad serve. Do you reckon we'll actually have? I know we covered it. Good serve, bad serve. Any new players to turn up for the last 3 months of the season?
Dropped on the road, Sue.
Dropped on the road? No,
It's not going to happen soon.
it's not going to have it.
We've need to improve.
Yeah.
You need to get the results. We need 3 points week in, week out,
Yeah.
and we can't be affording to dropping points against low-level teams. I mean, we're sitting 5th.
Yeah.
We're thereabouts. We're close enough if we finish the season right. So I'm going to put it to the 11 blokes who are going to be on the pitch this week.
Yeah, I
that
agree.
you need to show us that you're worth not being paid to play for the Cobras.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
I think there's a big chance that the Cobras will fall.
There's not a chance the Cobras will fold. There's far too much money. I mean, a lot of us locked up in the Greek Hellenic Bank of Cyprus.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
And I'll tell you, we will be a little bit concerned if Special K doesn't come back after his 6-week hiatus.
I agree.
Because he's got all the money.
He does.
So,
Mate, that's where
as much as we
spent
don't
it.
want you back, Special K, come back, or at least send us a check with the money. Don't send us a check, send us a bank order, a money order, something that's legit. I don't want drachmas, rubles, or whatever, cash. That's fine. I know you Greeks like the cash, send us some cash.
Alrighty.
Alright, so
We're going
Let's
to
wrap things up.
we're going to Vella's Venom.
We'll go to Vella's Venom or
Oh, we won't wrap things up then. We'll go to Vella's Venom.
All
It's
right.
probably the number one segment of Cobras TV. all
The
year.
number one
The
segment on
hardest
internet
hitting-
television.
12 million hits. Just saying.
12 million hits.
All right, we'll go Vella's Venom. All right, there we go.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to show you Vella's Venom this week. There's some ongoing legal issues there, and Vella's Venom's been put on the back burner for now. But hopefully, it'll be back soon. So stay tuned.
I'm sorry to all our 5 viewers that I won't be able to announce what I've got. Something big.
Do we have any
It's
subscribers
something
outside of the club?
huge.
Do we have subscribe? Wasn't there someone who subscribed from America?
We do have. We've got about
Hello?
six or seven from where? Denver, Colorado, somewhere. I don't know.
I'm gonna set a
All I'm saying
challenge.
is it's huge. Vella's Venom.
I'm setting
Next
a
one.
challenge to the viewers this week. I would like to see 15 subscribers
Yeah.
before
All
the
right.
next episode of Cobras
Let's not
TV.
beat around the bush here. If we can have 15 subscribers by next week, what will you do, Yanni?
Yanni.
What will you do?
Well, there was talk of street talk.
Mm-hmm.
No, what are you going to do on the show here? We had Gary Lyon, if they did a certain number of things, that you
Yep.
dressed up, did a dance.
Oh,
will you stand
set the
here
challenge.
in your jocks?
I'll
and
stand
be
here in
filmed?
my jocks. Why not?
There we go.
You know what, guys?
We got it.
Facebook. Put it on there. What would you like Yanni to do? If we win? If we lose?
Well, we want
what are you
15
thinking?
subscribers first.
All right, 15 subscribers.
If we get 15 subscribers,
Okay.
he'll stand here in his jocks.
We'll do that.
Okay. Put it out there. All right, guys. Well, we'll wrap it up.
We will.
We'll wrap it up.
Another
Okay.
thrilling episode of Cobras TV. So thanks to Vella, thanks to Tommy. Welcome back again. And with any luck, we might make this a 4-panel show one day again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be Theo G because he's lost to us, but
Who's that?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Where
Actually,
is
before we
Theo
go,
G?
I'd like to thank our sponsors for this magnificent Cobras TV mug that we've got. You can see
Coffee
that
tastes
there.
better when you drink it out of that.
Yep.
It does. It's got more bite.
More venom.
All right. Well, that's about
No,
it for.
it starts off well, but then it just doesn't taste well at the end.
It's a smooth beginning, but it's got a bitter end. Look, that's all for us this week. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next week.